Hello guys, welcome back. We will configure DHCP server on a router and a multi-layer switch as a VLAN, and we will configure inter-VLAN routing on this layer switch, multi-layer switch. So we have the IT department here is on VLAN 10, and we have the HR department on VLAN 30. We have the management department on VLAN 20. So this multi-layer switch, by default, it's power off. Power on is just to put this power on this empty slot, and in seconds it will be on. So let us configure this IT department with VLAN 10 with 192.168.1/24. It's the internet, it's the net. And we will configure these ports as a trunk. Let us start on this switch 1. Enable config T. First, let's change the host name as a switch SW2 VLAN 30 name HR department. Exit. Now let us configure the ports interface range F0/1 to switch mode access switch access VLAN 30 exit. Let us configure the port as a trunk F0/24 switch mode trunk. Exit to right and show VLAN preview. Let's verify. VLAN 30 HR department. This is the interface. Let us verify the trunk. Yes, port F024. The mode is on. Status is trunk. Let's configure switch 3. The management VLAN. Enable config host name switch. Let's create the VLANs. VLAN 10 name IT department. VLAN 20 name that's the management department. VLAN 30 name HR department. Exit. Let us configure the ports as a trunk. So we have interface range gigabit 1 by 0 slash 1 by 4 mode track. Okay, exit to right and show VLAN brief. Let's verify. Let's check the trunks. We have the trunks are on. Let's configure the router as a DHCP. No, enable config host name R1 interface 0 by 0. No shut. We will not configure an IP address on this interface. We will configure loopback interface. Is how to configure interface gigabit 0 by 0 dot 10 VLAN 10, which is the IT VLAN department. The interface is up. We have to do encapsulation dot 1Q called 10 for VLAN 10. IP address is 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask is 225.225.225.0. And then exit to configure the second interface subinterface 0/0 dot VLAN 20. It's up encapsulation dot 1Q VLAN 20. It belongs to VLAN 20. IP address is 192.168.2.1. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. We are left with VLAN 30. Interface gigabit 0 by 0 dot 30. Subinterface is up. Encapsulation dot 1Q30 for VLAN 30. IP address is 192.168.3.1 with subnet mask 255.255.0. You have to exit it. In this case, we have to configure the DHCP. Do right server DHCP. IP DHCP pool, we'll call it IT. Network will be 192.168.1.0.255.255.255.0 with the subnet mask. The default router 192.168.1.1. We have to configure the DNS server. DNS server will be the same, 192.168.1.1. Exit. We are done with VLAN 10 IT pool DHCP server. The IP DHCP pool for the HR. Network will be 192.1. No. Yes, okay, we'll do it. 192.168.3.0 255.255.255.0. Default gateway will be 192.168.3.1, and the DNS server will be the same as the default. Let's configure the management. Network is 192.168.2.0 255.255.255.0 subnet mask. The default router will be 192.168.2.1. The DNS server will be 192.168.2.1. So exit. Let us save it to right. Let us verify it and show IP interface brief. This is the interface gigabit 0x0, and this is the sub interface that we have made it for the interface. Let's verify the show run the DHCP. This is the three VLANs DHCP servers for the IT pool and the HR in the management. So let's verify it. PC1 desktop, it's now static. Let's check. Yes, successfully it's getting the request from the router. Let's check the management department desktop DHCP. Yes, it's getting successfully. Let's check the HR department. Yes, it's getting 192.168.3.2 with the DNS server of 192.168.3.1 successfully requested. Thank you guys.